Today I'm going to be showing you how to remove a dishwasher. A lot of people will go buy a new dishwasher and it's going to be delivered. Part of the deal sometimes is taking away the old appliance if you don't want it anymore. You just want to get rid of it. So some of you might not want to pay a plumber to do that. Taking out the old dishwasher really isn't that hard as long as you're somewhat handy and you have a few tools around the house. Got a broken handle right here, you can see, and the racks inside are starting to lose their coating, so rust is getting on the cutlery. We're upgrading. So we're gonna get to it here and get this thing out of here. Okay, so really there's just 4 things you need to do when you remove a dishwasher. Number 1 is the electrical, number 2 is the water, then there's the drain, and then there's actually undoing the dishwasher fasteners that hold this unit in. And the first thing is to turn off the power, okay? So we're just gonna open this and go like that. You can see these are all lit up. I'm gonna go hit the breaker. You'll see these lights go out. So there's our dishwasher breaker. Okay, and you can see the lights have gone out. So we can go ahead and open this, close it. No lights. That means the power is off to this dishwasher. And if this is wired properly, it should be on its own circuit. That breaker should just be for the dishwasher. So now we know the power's off. Now we wanna go down to the bottom here. There's one screw there. And there's another one over there. So we just want to undo those. This is just for the cover plate. Okay, there's one. They're just little screws. There's the other one. You can see this fell off here. Lots of dirt and grime down there. Okay, and then there's, sometimes there's 2, sometimes there's 1. Yeah. So there it is. See, there's some insulation. Boy, it's a good thing I am changing this. It looks like there's a little leak there right in the center underneath. You can see over here, that's the water connection we're going to be undoing. But right now we're doing the wiring. Okay, so you can see the wires coming up through the floor here. Yours might be coming from a different spot under here. And at the front of the dishwasher, on most of them, there's this electrical box right here. You can just see that. It's right underneath the bottom edge of the door. And there's a screw on one side that needs to be undone. So we're gonna put that in there. Sometimes they're Phillips, sometimes they're a nut driver. And then this cover plate pops off. So we want to loosen that ground wire off. Now I have a little electrical tester here. I like to double check the wires, so that just tells me that the tool's working by pressing that, and I'm going to touch it to the wires. That means the power's off. It only beeped once. If it continuously beeped, we would know there's power. But we already checked that, so you don't need this, but I like to just double check. These yellow morettes here, we're just going to undo those. Okay, there's one. Pull those apart. Those came apart easily. You want to straighten those out. Now there's a nut here. This is what's holding the wire in, so we want to undo this nut. Sometimes they're plastic, so you need to just pop it through the hole. Okay, so we got that nut off. Now this just pops out of here. There we go. Okay, so there's our wire for the new dishwasher. Okay, and then this nut, you want to make sure you save. Okay, so the electrical is done. So this water connection here, I'm going to turn the water off, but I'm just going to undo it right here. And that's what you may end up doing as well. Or you may end up undoing it under your kitchen sink and pulling that whole line through. I'm just going to undo it here because this is going to get reused to hook up the new dishwasher when we get it. Now normally the water valve and the drain connection are going to be under your kitchen sink. Most of the time that's where they are. So you would just trace the drain there, you could undo it there, you could turn your water off under there for the dishwasher. You just have to trace the line. It would be a hot line and you want to make sure that it's heading towards the dishwasher. Pretty obvious, but these ones here, because my sink is a ways away and it's through a bunch of cabinets, this dishwasher is tied in the crawl space underneath. So there's a shut-off valve for the water and the drain is hooked up down there. I'm gonna go down there and turn the water off and unhook the drain. I'm gonna show you right now. Okay, so here we are in the crawl space. This is the shut-off for the dishwasher. You can see there's that white tubing going up. So I'm gonna turn that off. Yours under your kitchen sink should look like this too. There'll be a valve there and you just wanna turn that clockwise until it stops. Just like that. So now I'm just gonna undo this connection. I have a little container here because this might drip. Yours might do that as well, but because this is below the dishwasher, there's more of a chance there's gonna be a bit of water in this drain, okay? So I'm just gonna undo the one side. This is what it'll look like under your kitchen sink. It'll be attaching onto the drain pipe. So you're just gonna have to undo that one hose clamp. It might be a squeeze clamp where you use pliers. This is a nut driver I'm using, or you can use a flathead screwdriver. So we got that loosened off, and now this is just gonna come undone here. We want to get our container there. That's it. Okay, I'm going to pull this hose clamp off, and I'm going to leave it there because this is going to be used to connect the new one up. Okay, so now we have the drain unhooked and the water turned off. I'm going to go up, unhook the water line, and then we're just about ready to pull the dishwasher out and we'll be done. Okay, so here we are down underneath the dishwasher again. I'm gonna go ahead and undo this. You're probably gonna need a rag or some paper towels because if you're gonna undo it under the dishwasher, there is gonna be a little bit of water coming out of here. Now you could undo it at this nut too. You would need an adjustable wrench, but I'm gonna be using this on the next dishwasher, so I'm gonna undo it here, and I'm gonna change the washer in it before I put it on the new dishwasher. So I'm just using a pair of channel lock pliers, grabbing on right there, and go counterclockwise. These shouldn't be done up super tight. It's like a garden hose, okay? The old style connections were better. They were more leak proof, but this seems to be the way that most dishwashers are now with these garden hose style. I got some paper towel here. I'm gonna stick that right under there, and then I'm gonna go ahead and loosen this off. There we go. Not a lot of water, actually. There's just a little in there, you can see. So that's loosened off. And now the last step is to undo the actual dishwasher itself. Okay, we'll pull this open. If you have a solid surface countertop, I'm assuming most people watching this video don't. This isn't a solid surface. You can see the particle board underneath here, and then it's just laminated. A solid surface countertop dishwasher is installed on the sides. There'll be one screw under that little cover plate here going into the cabinet, and then there'll be another one over here going into the cabinet. But the most common way to fasten these in is right up to the countertop, because a lot of countertops are particle board, MDF, whatever you want to call it, covered in a laminate surface. Okay, that's what this is. So we just want to get our screwdriver up in there and undo that screw. Same on the other side. That's it. The dishwasher is ready to come out. Open this, grab on, and shimmy it back and forth. You can see it comes out pretty easily. These are pretty light. Sometimes if it gets caught, you might want to lift a little. There we go. That's just probably caught on the flooring under there. Okay, now I'm just going to take my flashlight down in there, make sure it's not getting caught on anything. Okay, so we can see the wire here. We'll get that back out of the way. Okay, doesn't look like it's getting caught on anything, so I'm just going to keep pulling it out now. So there we go, that came out very easily. You can see in there, there's our water line, drain, and wire. Okay, so these are the tools I used. I have a 5/8 nut driver. That was for the dishwasher drain, for the hose clamp. You may need a 1/4 inch nut driver, a Phillips screwdriver. This is another screwdriver used for the fasteners that held the dishwasher in. Just a pair of channel lock pliers for undoing the water line. You might need a adjustable wrench if you have to undo the water line a different way. Yeah, the electrical tester is handy, but you don't need that. It's all ready for the new dishwasher when it shows up. Got the electrical wire here with the fastener here for the little box, and the nut is back on there, and then the morette's on here. That's ready to go. The water line here, I just put a piece of paper towel in there to keep any debris out of there. And the drain line is removed because the dishwasher comes with a new drain line. Now you know how to take a dishwasher out. So there you go. As you can see, it's not that hard to remove a dishwasher. As long as you have the right tools and a little bit of know-how, help from a video like this. I hope you were able to remove your dishwasher as easily as I did. If the video helped you out in any way, hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. All right, well, I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you on the next video.